Final Fantasy 16 side questing. No, you did not.
I trust you wrapped up warm.
True. A-rank. Seems that the descriptions are getting more and more vague. Like southern reaches of Rosaria. Oh, in the moors and meadows.
Otto, is now a good time?
It's not a bad one. How's Jill doing?
Oh, she's been better. Ty is making sure she gets the rest she needs.
Good.
Any word on Kupka's movements?
Vivian's doing what she can to try and track him, but she's feeding on scraps. We've sent ours out to the curse breakers and their other friends in the west, asking them to keep their eyes peeled for anything unusual. No leads yet, but it's only a matter of time.
Right. Let me know when you find something.
There he is. All right,
How is
Clive.
this?
Still busy saving the world.
Mid. When did you
She's
get
pretty
back?
Just now.
What about your studies?
Adjourned. Since Hugo Kupka invaded Rosaria. All the campers in uproar about it. He's gone mad. He's turned rogue. It'll be us next. You try concentrating with all of that.
All right, you win.
How
Is
long
that
will you
called
be staying
Stoker or
this time?
something?
Dunno. A while, most likely. Any road, while I'm here, I was hoping you could do us a favour.
You can't just expect me to...
Please, oblige her. While we are busy tracking down Kupka, you should have a little time to spare.
Professor! Now there's a face I
Really?
haven't seen in
You
a
are
while.
managing my free time now?
Shouldn't you have it buried in a dusty old tome?
I did, till a familiar trill pricked my ears. As ever, your exuberance is a breath of fresh air, which successfully scattered the painstakingly assembled fragments of my thoughts.
I'll take that as a compliment. Well, Clive, you heard the professor. So, I'll meet you in the storeroom when you're done.
Wait, hold on. Breath of fresh air. Bloody tempest, more like.
Oi, Otto.
Is an evil man thing on us?
Huh? What are you on about?
My fee for bringing Mid across. She said you were paying.
That little...
Storeroom, was it? I wonder what Mid's plotting.
Up.
When I get my hands on her.
Ah, my favorite pupil. We met under curious circumstances. Naturally. Still. What is it that you wish to learn? Here's the latest information I have.
Midadol Telamon.
Thus ends today's lesson.
Visiting hours are over, your lordship.
I'll be all right, Clive. I just need some rest.
You, Sid, for coming back to us.
You look just like
You're
a
the glue
princess.
keeping this place together.
And you look like the princess's sister.
Blackthorn may be the manliest of men, but he does lack a certain tenderness. Goots, meanwhile, is as burly as a behemoth, but as innocent as a babe in arms.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest, Sid? From what I heard.
You took your time.
I'm a busy man, Mid.
I'll get to the point then. I want to turn the room down there into a workshop like the one I had at Dad's place.
Mid, you've only just come back.
And I've been thinking about it for a while. Dad said I had a knack for engineering. Told me everything he knew about it. Then sent me off to Canva to learn everything he didn't. That was his dream for me. That one day I'd put my studies to use for the good of the cause. But I'm helping no one stuck at school. I've studied enough. It's time I put my knack to work. I know that I can help the people here, and I want to do it.
Well, well, well. If Sid could see you now. All right. I'll tell Otto you'll be staying.
I knew you'd say yes. Which is why I wrote up a list of jobs for you.
For me?
Who else?
What do you want me to do?
First things first, I need equipment and materials to start making my own. There's the designs of the stuff I need, and the stuff it needs smithing from. The other materials I can work myself. Just need a generous benefactor to lay them on for me. Apart from the wood, I'll need a carpenter for that, but I can just borrow yours.
Is that everything?
For now. I'll let you know if I need out else.
Where to start? Materials and tools. That means Karen and Blackthorn.
Basically, I need a smith, a merchant, and someone who can work wood. And let's face it, my student allowance ain't gonna stretch that far. So do us a favour, will ya?
guess I finish these to get more side quests before I go hunting for that bounty.
You were born in Rosalith, weren't you? Must be hard, hearing what became of the place.
No, the capital's strange to me.
How's it coming along?
Nearly there. Just need to get these last boards nailed on.
Blackthorn, you busy?
What does it look like?
I have a commission for you. From Mid. She requires certain tools. Do you think you can make them?
Bloody hell. What's she planning to build with this stuff? An airship? I'll see what I can do. Tell her I'll bring them over when I'm done.
My thanks. And Mid's, no doubt.
Oh, right, I forgot to buy the DLC. Well, I'll not play that long for making dinner, so maybe I'll remember to do it at that point.
Was wondering where you got to. Mid's back from Canva. Have you seen her?
Just now. She's planning to set up a workshop in the stores and ask me to buy her some materials. Here's the list. Think you can find everything on there?
This lot? Wouldn't be much of a trader if I couldn't.
Excellent. As for payment...
It's paid. 100 times over by what that girl's done for us. If it weren't for her filters, we'd have naught to drink but blight water, and that would have drained the life out of us long ago.
Indeed it would.
I'll send the stuff on to Mid when it comes in.
Thank you, Karen. That just leaves the carpenter. Let's see if Bardolph's available.
Is it business or pleasure? Quite the opposite. Like father, like daughter. You leave Mid's order with me. I'll send everything on to her when I've got it. Well, don't just stand there gawping. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it. You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not find a better price than that.
What do you need? Summer storm, that one. What's that for you, dear? Should last you a good while.
Not much of an upgrade, but meanwhile, it's a pretty decent upgrade, I guess.
Not bad, if I do say so myself. Don't waste my time. You ain't got the stuff. That it? Fine.
Boys, soldiers with their ruby stain, stick steeds fed to the fire.
Ivan's newest dish is a masterpiece.
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her back. I dread to think what happened in Rosalith.
Do with a good oil in this, could? Should be enough to... How do, Master Sid?
Bardolph. Mid's looking to build a workshop in the storeroom, and she needs the aid of a skilled carpenter. So naturally I thought of you.
Well, I'd love to help the young miss however I can. But I'm afraid I got my hands full just keeping this place afloat. There's holes need patching, and if I don't patch them, we'll all of us sink into the mere. I'd gladly spare Mid all the time I have, but the sad truth is, I ain't got none.
I see.
It don't have to be me, though, does it? What about that other fella? You know, the one over at Martha's Rest. Bernard, was it?
That's right. And he is a friend of the cause. I'll ask Martha if she can spare him. Thank you, Bardolph.
Least I could do. That Bernard's as good a carpenter as you'll find, by all accounts. I reckon my old master would have preferred his work to mine. But we branded can't be beaten on price,
Hello.
can we?
I didn't expect you here. You have missed a lot of riveting action. Indeed, indeed. I don't have a location that's marked as Rosalia, but when they say Southern Rosalia, then I guess this is Rosalia. So maybe here. Actually, did it have the mountain mark on the map? Let me see. Okay, it did, but so did this one, and this one, and this one. Like, what the heck? I only have one bounty, but it shows up in all of these. Not very useful. Oh well.
Ready to go?
Let me check the precise wording. Moors and meadows of the region, yes. It was Southern Rosalia, right? Yes, Southern reaches Rosalia. Awesome.
Yeah.
So it's either on a swamp or a meadow. Didn't mention beaches, so it's probably not that place, kind of place. guess it could be in that direction. Because it's south, that's more north.
I can walk from here. The victims at the Viceroy's culling have been buried, but they will not be forgotten.
What do you think? Did I remember to buy the DLC?
Not everything. You still have your life, and it's up to you to decide what you do with it.
Of course I didn't. What are you thinking? I guess that's true in some way. You could say I'm known for my memory even.
Faster!
Thanks, girl.
Oh, I think I found it. Nice. Prince Flan. This might destroy me. Alright, I got set this.
Help me, boy.
I needed that.
And the reduce costume to the battle. What? How dare you? Think of all the poor people in Japan who can't eat them. What? That's nice. Almost always awesome. Easy. Two levels, that's a lot of XP.
Well, it's dead now. Whatever it was.
Clive, what brings you to the rest?
Our home finds itself in need of an extra carpenter. I wondered if I might be able to borrow Bernard for a short while.
I don't mind if he don't. We're all friends here, aren't we?
Thank you, Martha. Do you know where I might find him?
He went up to Cressida on business.
Today is Tuesday, yay.
Place is a ruin. Far as I know, he's still there.
I'll look for him there.
People hunt.
Don't ask me what Bernard's doing in Cressida. He'll have his reasons, though, I'm sure.
Where is Cressida? Quest is still here. Oh, it's there, okay. Well.
Naught but wild beasts this end. All their twisted talons and gruesome maws used to turn my stomach.
If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you now?
We are here to propose to you.
Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
I couldn't ask a favor.
Of course.
Before we go?
Of course.
Well, that there is Crescent, where I grew up. Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves. But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends. But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you? Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
Well, thank you kindly. And take care. I'd be much obliged if you could rid the old place of nasties. And so would my mom.
This shouldn't take long.
There's always some aggressive wildlife here. Yatta.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
People started packing their things after the Dutch. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Though it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's on to your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
Our hidey hole, the Empire's worst kept secret.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Blackthorn may be the manliest of men.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
All right, Clive? You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Arthur's Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work. I can't wait.
Alright, Titan.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Did Bernard say how long he was going to be? I mean, it's fine, but I hope he comes soon.
Don't think I'm not noticing that side quest marker. Oh, it's not mastered yet, so now upgraded. I see. Hello. Nothing really. But I have discovered new side quests. It's very exciting. One is hiding here. Oh no, I can't avoid the main story before getting side quest.
How's Jill?
Recovering.
Can't avoid
but
Dario.
She still needs her rest.
Of course. Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my
Yeah,
best.
we are giving some explanation earlier.
Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves? Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgal. He must have found something.
Yeah, seems so. The mastering is way more expensive than I expected.
Don't keep Gav waiting. He seemed excited.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Taya has tasked me with removing a Cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but here as many die.
Is there something special about the brand?
Really?
It's just a tattoo.
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals. But until that day, a brand is a burden, and we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential, and we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way. But griping about my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry. I'll do what must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go? Oh, thank you. No one knows Herblot like Taya, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look. And fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
It's Tuesday. How hype are you? It's sauna night.
If we could get ammonia to grow here in the hideaway, we wouldn't have to risk our lives to gather it.
Been doing Mid's bidding, have you? Yeah, she's wrote me in and all. Mummy
Heck yeah.
promised the owes me his son, I thought.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks.
This new girl is kinda mid.
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team
Awesome.
of Cursebreakers
Me
has
too.
gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins. A Cursebreaker managed to release a Stolus amid the confusion, but this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous. But I'm sure
I'm sure they're not fine.
What if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on.
If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
We're lucky that Stolas escaped the Dragon's area unscathed. Without it, we would never even have known that Cole's team had been attacked.
These guys need my help now. If I can get there fast enough, they'll be fine. Yeah, I'll try to remember it after I end this session. And I'm sure I'll put it up again.
Straight home now.
There's some people alive.
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slavers' carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance. I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough. And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
Don't thank me just yet.
When the goblins drove off the slavers' guard, I thought they might be doing us a favor. Damn fool.
They're trying to get into the carriage.
Block seems fairly useful. Some cigarettes. Sure.
Who are you?
A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
I'm not sure that's exactly true.
But we're here to
Being
give
eaten
you
by
another
goblins
choice.
probably is a bit more
Freedom,
miserable than
safety,
some other options.
the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid,
How was
I
the
couldn't just
salmon?
let you.
Ah,
You
salmon's
weren't too
so
late
good.
then. Thank the
I
gods.
could eat every day.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you.
Was it smoked or
I'll let Doris know
cooked
we're
or
expecting new arrivals.
fried salmon or what? Having some trouble talking here. Ah, I see. Like, what the heck is happening here? Why can't I talk to them? Okay, yeah. That's very tasty. Oh well.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
The red zone is a bit vague, like what it actually means in that, but there's a circle, there's an inner circle, and part of the inner circle is red. It's like, okay.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one.
It is that thing we have in Finland as well. Don't remember what it's called though.
Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
Yeah, but the red is only on part of the inner circle.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
They're definitely is though.
Sid, welcome back. As if I'd just waited a little longer. I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made
Like
exactly
there's
the
two
right
circles
decision.
and you are like
No, I was lucky.
waiting for the pressing
Tracking that
action
slaver for
to
months, and then I
hit
sent
the other
Cole
circle.
and you after them, woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater
I guess I
caution,
can play
told
test this in
Cole
that
to be wary, to pull
VR
back at
mode
the
or
first sign
whatever.
of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Grace.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we Cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it. I sometimes wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a curse breaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
We will. In time.
I see. Right, so it has that outer and inner circle, and part of the inner circle is red. I don't really know what that color coding means, but I guess I can try it in the VR mode to get a better
I
idea.
need to doubt my comrades, but I couldn't leave them out there either. I need to trust them more, I see that. But that doesn't mean I need to care about them any less.
How may I help you today, Clive? Is everything we've received and everything promised? All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Hard to say how much this is, but it's probably more than 12 attack, maybe.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Taya trusts you. Which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But... I'm sorry. I'm still terrified. The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision, a single slip, and the poison fouls the patient's blood. Failure means death, and even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals.
That's just
Killing
enumeration.
a physical to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Curse-breakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we never won for volunteers. Why do you think that is?
conviction? They're willing to die?
They're willing to fight. To give their lives to create a world where people like us can be more than mere possessions. I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Tyre. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
No harm done.
I'm sorry I let my fear get the better of me. I'm ready to be stronger. For the hideaway. For all of us.
Damn the bastard who thought to mix branding ink with the foulest poison known to man. Since then, bearers have only ever had two choices. Court the crystal's curse in service of their masters, or defy the brand and suffer the wyvern's wrath. Either way, it's an agonizing death.
Blackthorn may be the manliest of men.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
But I want to help Miss Mididol with her experiment.
You were born. Was a Lithuanian? Must be hard. What became of the place?
How's it coming along?
Nearly there. Just need to get these last boards.
It's all right. Sid has nothing to fear from Cook.
So, like the outer circle is shrinking. I'm surprised there isn't an option for unlimited, like no cooldown on the abilities. That's a big oversight, like this pretty much the only thing you would come here for. Biggest timers. I think that's it. Oh, I guess so, okay. So it's like my trying to beat here. Ah, okay, now I think I'm seeing it. So the shrinking thing doesn't have anything to do with it. Instead we're looking at that coiling thing in the inner circle. Okay, that's a pretty weird visual for it. Okay. Not the most clear visual on that one.
Clive, where have you been? I've been wanting to ask you something about Torgal. Where did you get him, like, in the first place?
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Torms?
It certainly adds weight to the theory. Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a frostwolf
is pretty nice when it's
who served
warm
as
gluggy.
guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other...
You're saying Jill granted Torgal his powers?
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable. He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a Frostwolf, it had only to be unlocked.
Oh, get you, Torgal!
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health. Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
Nuts, you say?
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Sometime later.
Isn't it brilliant?
It is.
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else. But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them.
Thank you.
Now that that's settled,
One does
I wonder
try.
if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
We have everything we need to begin work in earnest. And work in earnest we shall!
Thanks for before, son. That was a good deed you did me. Only right I do you one in return. Though I did wonder if I'd bit off more than I could chew when Mid showed me her plans for the place. If she hadn't been there to tell me what to do, I wouldn't have known where to start.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
So what is this place even about? I can't seem to do anything here at least yet.
I'll pay you back, I promise.
Just some kind of workshop, but what will they actually do? Well, I guess I'm done with all the side stuff for now, so that seems a good place to take a break and pick up some dinner and also buy a DLC. Ah, mushrooms, now we are talking.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive.
So I'm gonna call it here for now and instantly go buy the DLC before I forget. So yep, thanks for watching, bye bye.